Your life isn't confusing. It's just loud. Opinions, notifications, trends, critics, comparison, fear, expectations, noise, constant, relentless. And the more you listen, the more lost you feel. You say you don't know what to do, but deep down, you do. It's just buried under noise. Noise from people who never built what you're trying to build. Noise from social media highlighting everyone's highlight reel. Noise from family projecting their fears onto your ambition. Noise from your own mind replaying doubt on loop. Once you ignore the noise, everything becomes clear. Clarity doesn't come from more information. It comes from elimination. A sculptor doesn't add more marble. He removes what doesn't belong. That's what you need to do with your life. Remove the distractions. Remove the unnecessary voices. Remove the opinions that weaken you. Remove the habits that blur your focus. Right now, you're consuming too much. Scrolling too much. Comparing too much. Listening to too many perspectives. And when you listen to everyone, you lose yourself. A lion in the jungle doesn't ask other animals how to hunt. He trusts instinct. He sharpens skill. He moves in silence. You don't need validation. You need direction. And direction requires silence. Silence is uncomfortable. Because in silence, you meet yourself, your insecurities, your unfinished goals, your avoided responsibilities. So you drown it out with noise. Music, podcasts, videos, conversations, anything to avoid stillness. But stillness is where clarity lives. Think about the last time you made a strong decision. It wasn't in chaos. It was in a quiet moment. A moment where you stopped listening to everything else and listened inward. That voice, that's yours. But it's quiet. It doesn't scream like social media. It doesn't shout like critics. It doesn't panic like fear. It whispers. And you can only hear it when the noise fades. Noise makes you reactive. Clarity makes you intentional. Noise makes you emotional. Clarity makes you strategic. Noise makes you chase. Clarity makes you build. The world profits from your distraction. Because a distracted man is easy to control, easy to influence, easy to manipulate. But a focused man, dangerous, powerful, unshakable. When you ignore the noise, you stop comparing. Comparison is a thief. It steals confidence. It steals gratitude. It steals momentum. You see someone ahead of you, and suddenly your progress feels small. But you don't know their full story. You don't know their sacrifices, their setbacks, their timeline. You only see the surface, and you let that surface shake your foundation. That's noise. Your path is your path. Clear it. Protect it. Respect it. Noise also comes from criticism. Some people will doubt you, mock you, question you, not because you're incapable, but because your ambition exposes their comfort. And instead of rising, they try to pull you back down. If you listen, you shrink. If you ignore, you grow. You can't build greatness while constantly explaining yourself. Move in silence. Let results speak. A storm is loud, but after it passes, the air is clearer. The sky is sharper. The ground is washed clean. Sometimes you need to step away from the storm of opinions. Step away from the chaos of constant input. And reset. Turn off the phone. Train in silence. Work in silence. Think in silence. That's where strategy forms. That's where vision sharpens. That's where discipline strengthens. When you reduce noise, your priorities become obvious. Health, skill, discipline, execution, purpose. Simple. Not easy, but simple. You don't need 10 goals. You need one focus. You don't need endless advice. You need consistent action. You don't need hype. You need structure. Noise convinces you everything is urgent. Clarity shows you what actually matters. When you ignore the noise, you stop reacting to every trend. You stop chasing quick wins. You stop shifting direction every week. You become steady. And steady wins. The strongest trees don't sway with every breeze. Their roots are deep. Be rooted. In your standards. In your values. In your mission. If something doesn't align, ignore it. If someone doesn't support growth, limit access. If a habit doesn't serve your future, cut it. Protect your focus like your life depends on it. Because it does. Your future is built by what you give attention to today. Attention is currency. Spend it wisely. You'll notice something powerful. Once you cut the noise, your energy rises. Your anxiety drops. Your decisions strengthen. Your confidence grows. Because clarity creates momentum. You know what to do. So you do it. No hesitation. No overthinking. No endless second guessing. Just execution. And execution builds identity. Identity builds certainty. Certainty builds power. Once you ignore the noise, you stop doubting every move. You stop explaining your ambition. You stop apologizing for growth. You stop seeking approval. And when approval no longer controls you, freedom begins. Silence the world. Amplify your standards. Listen to your discipline. Listen to your long-term vision. Listen to the version of you that refuses to settle. That's the voice that matters. Everything else? Noise. If this message lit a fire in you, then it's time to act. Drop this in the comments right now. I ignore the noise and stay focused. So that I know you stayed all the way till the end. And you will move with clarity while others stay distracted.